Welcome back, students. Today in this video, we are going to learn about our nearest neighbor in the space, the moon. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to differentiate between conditions on the moon and the earth. Explain why the moon appears to change its shape every day. Describe how eclipses occur. Identify the importance and uses of artificial satellite. The moon is a ball of rocks about one quarter the size of the earth. It is about 3,84,400 kilometers away from the earth and is our nearest neighbor in space. That is why it appears to so big from the earth. Although the moon is the brightest object in the sky, it does not give out light of its own. It reflects the light of the sun. Conditions on the moon. There is no life on the moon. It does not have any water and its surface is covered with a layer of dust. It has mountains and huge round pits called craters on its surface. The mountains and craters can be seen from the earth through a telescope. There is no atmosphere surrounding the moon. So there is no wind, no clouds and no rain. On Earth, the atmosphere absorbs a part of the sunlight, so it does not become very hot during the day. But on the moon, as there is no atmosphere, it becomes boiling hot during the day. Also, on Earth, the atmosphere retains heat at night, so it does not become very cold. However, since there is no atmosphere on the moon, to retain heat, it is freezing cold at night. If you shout on the moon, nobody can hear you. This is because sound travels in air and there is no air on the moon. The earth pulls the earth pulls everything down with the force of gravity. That is why anything that is thrown up comes down. The moon also pulls all things towards itself. But since it is much smaller than the earth, the force of gravity is less. It is only about one-sixth of that on the earth. This means that if you can jump 1 meter high on the earth, you can jump 6 meters high on the moon with the same effort. In fact, your weight on the moon would only be one-sixth of your weight on earth. So, if your weight on earth is 60 kg, your weight on moon will only be 10 kgs. How the moon moves. The moon revolves around the earth in the same way the earth revolves around the sun. It takes around 28 days or nearly a month to make one complete revolution around the earth. The moon is the only natural satellite of the earth. A satellite of a star or planet is an object that goes around the star or planet. Natural satellite of planets are known as moons. The earth has only one moon. Phases of the moon. The moon, as seen from the earth, appears to change its shape every day, from a thin crescent to the full circular moon. This is because we only see the part of the moon that reflects sunlight to us. The rest of the moon is dark. These different shapes of the moon, as seen from the earth, are called the phases of the moon. When the side of the moon facing us gets no sunlight at all, we cannot see the moon. We call this a new moon. As the moon moves along its orbit, a small portion of the side facing us gets sunlight and we can see the crescent moon. In a week, we can see half of the moon. After 3 more days, we see three-quarter of the moon. This is the gibbous moon. In 2 weeks, the entire side facing us gets sunlight. We can then see the full moon. After this, the phases reverse. Landing on the moon. Three American astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Michael Collins, were the first to visit the moon in a spacecraft called Apollo 11. Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin walked on the moon on 21st July 1969. Neil Armstrong was the first human to step on the moon. Eclipses. Shine a torch towards a wall. Now put your hand between the torch and the wall. Can you see the shadow your hand on the wall? The earth and the moon also cast shadows in space when sunlight falls on them. When this shadow falls on another heavenly object, it causes an eclipse. Solar eclipse. Sometimes the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. It then blocks the light of the sun and casts a shadow on the earth. The people in the shadow can either not see the sun at all or can see it only partially. We call this a solar eclipse. If the sun is completely blocked by the moon, we experience a total solar eclipse. If it is only partially blocked, we experience a partial solar eclipse. The eclipse ends when the moon continues on its orbit and moves away. A solar eclipse lasts only for around 7 minutes. Never watch a solar eclipse directly, even through sunglasses. The light from the sun is very strong and can damage your eyes. Lunar eclipse. When the earth comes in between the sun and the moon, the shadow of the earth can fall on the moon. You will not be able to see the moon or can only see it partially. We call this a lunar eclipse. If the shadow of the earth covers the moon completely, it is a total lunar eclipse. When it covers the moon only partially, we have a partial lunar eclipse. Artificial satellites. Humans have been successful in placing their own satellites around the earth. These satellites are sent up in rockets. They revolve around the Earth and are used for various purposes. They are known as artificial satellites. Sputnik 1 was the world's first artificial satellite. It was launched on 4th October 1957 by Russians. It orbited the Earth for 6 months. Aryabhatta was India's first satellite launched on 19th April 1975. Types of artificial satellites. One of the most important uses of satellite is communication. Communication satellite, for example, GS-18, are used to relay television and radio programs. They are also used for sending telephone signals to far off places. Another important use of artificial satellites is to study the atmospheric conditions so that accurate forecast of what weather can be made. Weather satellite, for example, INSAT 3DR, are used for this purpose. Navigation satellites are used to pinpoint the position of any object or person on the Earth. India is developing its own navigational system called IRNSS with the launch of 7 satellites. Children, when we use GPS at that time, navigation satellites send signals and we take the help of it. Some satellites are used to photograph the Earth from above and give valuable information about natural resources. Others, for example, Astrosat, are used to study stars and planets. So I hope you would have enjoyed this video. Thank you and happy learning.